to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Roethlisberger dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. James has it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
66.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Joey Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 4.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 21 yards away. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action now. Rivers. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Huh?
I'm like,
So yes?
I don't know.
Alright. Where's the money?
Rivers going to try and sneak it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Good.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't
No,
get much more
I
than
said
that.
maybe.
By about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
No, I said maybe.
All runs
I
on
said
this drive
maybe.
so far. It's 1st and 10. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Ready. 380. Load it. Load it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
This is Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Fourth down, Rivers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. A beautiful spin and room to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play. And it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Following the interception here, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw here for Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
What'd you say?
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're...
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. And all the way down to the 37. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 51 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Red!
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. From the gun, Rivers. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Rivers.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Cluster.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And Allen's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Chargers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Run 80.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit, because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there, because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He spins through. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Roethlisberger to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Denzel Perryman. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The Chargers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Now a desperate. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that? The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt that